What up everybody, I'm Troll and today I'll be showing you my Junkie Ghoul melee build. I hope you sit back and enjoy the slaughter. This build will primarily be focused on melee, specifically also Feral Ghoul melee, but you can easily adapt this to all melee builds. And the armor mods that you're going to want is all 5 2 stars to be strength and all 5 4 stars to be bruisers. And the star mod of the build is Junkies, and I know what you're thinking, but just watch and see where this goes. And also, real quick, I would like to mention that this is a full Junkies build. For Ghoul players, you're going to want to be addicted to almost every chem in the game but Psycho. Reason being, you lose out on that 1 strength and negative 10 durability. For non-Ghoul players, you can actually be addicted to every chem in the game and take Psycho buff, so you get the extra strength and damage from that chem. The build itself is going to be focused on 2 weapons, the Blue Ridge Branding Iron, which is easily obtained from Safe and Sound, and the Warglaive, which you can buy with Bouillon. The reason being, these 2 weapons both come with bleed effects and fire effects. Alright, the first weapon I'm going to start off with is the Blue Ridge Branding Iron. You can easily obtain this from the event Safe and Sound. The mods you're going to want on it are Junkies, Rapid, Strength, Icemans, and Extra Flame Jets. The base hit alone is 3,420, and when I mean base, that's without the extra bleed and fire damage tick. With the tick, it's 6,802. And you can put on the card in Strength, Martial Artist, and this thing hits about 3 to 4 hits a second. And I'm on a private server by myself on a team, so this thing also gets even more damage while on a casual team because of the intelligence boost. Next we have the Warglaive. This one's pretty easy to get. All you have to do is just save your Bouillon. The mods you're going to want is Junkies, Heavy Hitters, Strength, Icemans, and Flame Blade. This thing alone, base hit, does 5,446 damage, and then the full hit itself does 9,527. And like I said, this is going to be your heavy hitter, so those numbers are times exponentially by the heavy hitting factors. This thing alone, right now as is, can one-shot a level 60 Enraged Grafted Monster, a level 100 Scorched Hermit Crab, and for people that like PvP, this is also a really good bounty hunting weapon, because later in the video you're going to see just how crazy the damage numbers go, and you can pretty much one-shot most players with this thing. And even if you don't one-shot them, they'll be both cryoed and staggered by it, so you can swing again and it's insta-death. This is an honorable mention for the Electrified and Cryo Warglaive. They both do really good amount of damage too, but due to enemy resistances, they fail to one-shot certain enemies like the Grafted Monster and so on and so forth. I do rank the Cryo Blade higher than the Electrified, even though when you look at it, the Electrified says that it does more damage, but like I said, due to enemy resistances. The Cryo Blade, on the other hand, insta-cryos. Like, whatever your target is, you hit it one time with the Cryo Warglaive, it's insta-cryo. This is my armor. I'm running Stranglerheart armor. Your first and third stars can be really interchangeable, like it doesn't really matter. But you're going to need at least all your second stars to be strength and all your 4 stars to be bruisers, just for that much more damage. And like I said, the first star and the third star really don't matter. Now then, on to the cards. I really don't need to show you my legendaries because they're all maxed out stat cards, but you at least need strength maxed out and intelligence. I'm going to go over the cards real quick and just slow down the video if you need to. And a lot of these cards can be readjusted to points. So endurance, charisma, agility, and luck can be readjusted as needed. You will at least need 3 in charisma for both Strange in Numbers and Tenderizer, and at least 3 into luck for Class Freak. And there is a lot of ghoul cards in my build because I'm a feral ghoul, but like I said, this can easily be adapted for all melee players. Alright, so these are the food buffs you're going to want to get a hold of. First up is Black Tea. This will give you 10% more damage. Broiled Scorchbeast Brains, which gives 8 intelligence, which adds up to more damage thanks to Pyro and Cryo. Deathclaw Wellington for 8 plus more strength, more damage. And last but not least, Tasty Mutant Hound Stew for 213% more melee damage while on a team with another carnivore. Alright, it's time for me to show you what this thing can do. So I'm currently not even on a team right now. Now I'm just going to show you a montage of me doing that exact same thing over and over. Alright, now I'm going to be showing you the branding iron. I removed radioactive strength from the strength cards and put on martial artist, so this is DPS weapon. See how fast it swings, and I'm about to show you a montage of what it can do. Alrighty, that about does it for the non-buff clips. The only food I was running at the time was cooked soft shell and company tea for a little more AP for me. These next clips will show me fully buffed out on a team and not on a team. Regrettably at the time I wasn't recording, but I was able to one-shot a Blue Devil, a Sheep Squatch, and a Scorch Beast with this build. And for non-power armor users, there's even more potential with the Warglaive because of the heavy hitter card and strength. This will apply another 25% more heavy hitting damage, so just think about that. And also, there will be no buffed clips of the branding iron. I'm trying to rush to get this video out. And just for reference, fully buffed, the branding iron can do over 10,000 damage a swing. And like I said, it can swing 3 to 4 times a second. Plus, I was easily able to solo Earl with the Warglaive in under 5 minutes. I mean, if I was really concentrating on just him instead of trying to kill all the Wendigos in the mine, I could have easily probably killed him in about 3.5 minutes. But yeah, the branding iron is definitely your higher DPS weapon because it can swing 3 to 4 times a second. and it does essentially the same thing as the Warglaive. It doesn't benefit from the heavy hitting card, so you won't need anything involved with heavy hitting with it. Like I said, this is your DPS weapon, and it shreds. The Warglaive chunks, the Branding Iron shreds. And real quick, before we get into the clips, I would just like to mention I was trying to measure my attacks, individual swings. If you were to swing back to back in concession with these weapons, you'll get 50% more damage from the card Deal Sealer. Like I said, I'm running Stranglerheart armor, so that adds poison, plus these weapons add bleed, cryo, and fire damage. Plus, you know, once you cripple the enemy, that's 50% more damage. And if you can't afford Stranglerheart armor at the moment, you can easily replace one of your bruisers with a miasma, and it should still be pretty effective. Alrighty, that pretty much sums up the PvE. Even not fully buffed up, you can easily one-shot pretty much almost every enemy in the game besides mini-bosses. I didn't bother showing that because obviously like it'd just be a video of me swinging at pretty much gnats, but there were some instances when I was fully buffed up that I wish I would have caught on recording. Like one involved hitting the Scorch Beast Queen for 35,000 damage when I hit her back to back with the Warglaive. And like I said before, I easily, when I was fully buffed up, was easily able to one-shot a Blue Devil, a Scorch Beast, a Sheep Squatch, and yeah, now we're going to be moving on to the PvP. If you made it this far in the video, please like, and if you do decide to use it, please sub. It'll motivate me to make new videos. My two buddies will be helping me out on this next part, Omaha and Kuma. They graciously let me smack them in the face with this thing, and I'm pretty sure you will actually be shocked with the results. I would also like to mention that Omaha will both be running welded rebar and Aegis, and later on in the video I'll ask Kuma to put on both Born Survivor and Medic Pump. Uh, this weapon does really good in like melee PvP, and its true purpose is to just execute. Like, if you see a bounty on the map, do not be afraid to walk up and smack them with this thing, because as you'll see soon enough, even with Aegis and stuff, there's too much damage from too many places coming at once. Alrighty, this is the PvP test when it's fully ready. So this is the PvP test, and he's going to spam Stimpaks after I whack him. Oh, I guess he didn't get a chance. Next shot. So here is take 2 on the PvP test. So he's pretty much got a full Aegis set and Overeaters and Sentinels. So, and he's going to be spamming Stimpaks the best he can. Well, I don't think he got a chance to spam Stimpaks. Alright, this is the second PvP test. This is my buddy Kuma. We're going to try it on him. So this is take 2 with Kuma here. He's going to be spamming Stimpaks this time.
Imminent.
So this is take 3 with Kuma. I'm going to smack him. He's going to spam Stimpaks, and I'm going to smack him again while he's spamming.
For your cooperation.
Oh, misfire. Alrighty, this is take 5 with Kuma. He's going to try to survive 2 back-to-back hits. He's got both Born Survivor and Medic Pump, and he's going to be spamming stims at the same time. Well, he was able to survive it with Born Survivor and Medic Pump, but it broke his helmet on the second swing, fully repaired.